You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, I thought that we were done with the Jerry Jones 1957 photo. That photo, folks, was 65 years ago. Jerry Jones was 14 years old. He's standing in the back in the photo. You really can't take much from that photo except Jerry Jones looking curious in the back. That was pretty much it. Now, the Washington Post tried to smear Jerry Jones as a racist and segregationist because he has never hired a black football coach. Head coach, anyway. That is the reason why they tried to smear him. And Stephen A. Smith came to the defense of Gerald Wayne Jones. But guys, a race hustler, a woke race hustler, is out there slamming Stephen A. Smith for defending Jerry Jones. And I'm talking about Dr. Umar Johnson. He came out and he slammed Stephen A. Smith, said that he was cooning for Jerry Jones. Stephen A. Smith said he is very, very fond of Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones has made generational wealth for NFL players. Now, whether they actually stay rich or not, that is up to them. He has forked over millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, probably billions, since Jerry Jones has been in the NFL since the late 1980s. But let's get into this, guys. Stephen A. Smith claps back at Dr. Umar Johnson's remarks about defending Jerry Jones. It says here, ESPN personality Stephen A. Smith couldn't understand why Dr. Umar Johnson, or anyone for that matter, would wish thousands of lashes upon him. Because in this clip here, folks, Charlemagne actually asked Umar Johnson about the punishment for Jerry Jones, or not Jerry Jones, but Stephen A. Smith. And he says something like 50,000 lashes. So let's go ahead and listen to this race hustler right here. And Stephen A. Smith, we know that you're a race hustler too. But so essentially, guys, we got some race hustle on race hustle crime right here. Let's go ahead and listen to this clip here. Well, guys, we will not be listening to the clip because this is the second time I've had to edit this part of the video. It keeps getting copyrighted, but essentially, Umar Johnson, it's saying that Stephen A. Smith was cooning for Jerry Jones. That was actually his exact words in the clip. If you want to go check out the clip, it is out there. You can go out there and watch the whole clip. But Umar took issue with Smith saying Jones didn't deserve to come under fire over the surface photo, arguing that if Jerry should be given a pass for something that occurred when he was 14 years old, why wasn't that same courtesy given to a 14-year-old Emmett Till or 12-year-old Tamir Rice? Now, this is two completely different situations, folks. We're talking about something 65 years ago versus Emmett Till was actually killed by real racists, by the way. Real racists. They didn't care about him one lick. One lick. And Tamir Rice was actually waving around a gun at people. The police thought it was a real gun and he got shot. It's not the same situation, folks. It's really not. But then Charlemagne asked Johnson how many lashes should Stephen A. Smith receive. He said probably up to 150,000 lashes. So this man wished harm on Stephen A. Smith. Now, Stephen A. Smith has responded. This is from his No Mercy podcast. I find it interesting that Stephen A.'s podcast is called No Mercy when the theme song to Undisputed with his friend Skip Bayless is actually called No Mercy. This is what he actually had to say. Let's listen in.
All I have to say to Dr. Umar Johnson is this. I don't know any human being alive I would wish 50,000 lashes on. Respectfully, how low can you go? Never met you, don't know you. Educated brother, I wish you nothing but the best. But you would wish that upon another human being? A brother? Really? That's how low you would go?
Well, that is how low he would go because he is a big time race hustler. Big time. This guy, Umar Johnson, doesn't believe in interracial marriage. He says some other wildly crazy stuff. So I'm not surprised whatsoever that he actually went after Stephen A. Smith here, because this is what big time race hustlers do. Now, Stephen A. Smith, of course, he race hustles on ESPN First Take. But there's people that race hustle way more than him. And for Stephen A. Smith just to come out and say, hey, we shouldn't vilify a 14-year-old kid, Jerry Jones, from a photo from 65 years ago when you have no proof whatsoever he was actually engaging in any type of racism. Nobody could actually prove that. The Washington Post, they tried to smear him. They could not prove that Jerry Jones was a racist or a segregationist. Jerry Jones grew up in a mostly black neighborhood. He's been on record with that. Jerry Jones, his actions, man, paying out billions of dollars to NFL players. Most of them are actually black. I mean, this man has created generational wealth for black people. But Umar Johnson, race hustler, never ever will be satisfied whatsoever. The race hustlers, man, they really do want the racism. They never want the racism to end, because if racism ends, guess what? They're completely out of business. Colin Kaepernick, he wants the racism, because without the racism, he's completely out of business. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.